Mr. and Mrs. Leon lived in a small hut in the village of Malasa. Mrs. Leon was a housewife and she was expectant with their first child. As for Mr. Leon, he owned a shop where he sold shoes that he handmade. Their life was simple and beautiful and they could not wait to meet their first baby. Mr. Leon worked so hard so that his family could not lack. Finally, the day came and Mrs. Leon went into labor. Mr. Leon was around and he helped his wife to get to the community hospital. Mrs. Leon labored for 2 days and she got tired. The doctors decided to take her for an emergency C-section. After 1 week, Mrs. Leon was released to go back home with her baby. But after 2 days, she started having bad stomach aches. Her husband got worried and took his wife back to the hospital. The doctor sent her for a scan, and when the results were back, it showed that her razor blade was forgotten during the surgery that she had had before. The doctor apologized for the mistake and booked Mrs. Leon for an emergency surgery. Mrs. Leon did not make it out of surgery. She passed on during the surgery due to low blood levels. Mr. Leon mourned his wife for months before he finally gathered strength and moved on with his life while raising his small daughter. It was quite a difficult moment for him to raise his daughter and to also make shoes at the same time. He found himself falling asleep in his shop and would go home dragging just to feed his baby and make something to eat. One day, Mr. Leon came back from work and he was surprised to find everything in its place in his house. The house was very organized and neatly arranged. His clothes were neatly folded and he found dinner ready. Because he was so tired, he ate, but he noticed something familiar. The food tasted exactly like his late wife's food. The next morning, he sat outside to make more shoes and he placed his baby on the mat. He noticed that her daughter was calm and just playing around. He finished making the shoes and left for work with his baby. He opened his shop and was shocked to get very many shoes that he had not made. On that day, he made a lot of sales and he was surprised. He went back home and found his dinner ready and served. He was shocked and he said,
"Honey, is that you? If you're now an angel, just know we're very grateful."
He did not get any response. Instead, he had cooking pots falling down in the kitchen. Mr. Leon's daughter grew, and one day, as Mr. Leon was in the kitchen garden, he noticed a reflective image of a woman in white, and he was shocked to see his late wife, and the ghost said,
"Honey, I came back because of our small daughter, but I'm glad to see that you're doing well. I can now rest now that our child has grown and knowing that your business is also doing well."
Mr. Leon tried to reach out to his wife, but the ghost vanished, and Leon broke down. He could not believe that the ghost of his wife returned to take care of him. Mr. Leon and his daughter lived happily ever after. The end. If you have enjoyed this story this far, please remember to give it a like, subscribe and share. Please consider leaving a comment on the comment section telling me whether you enjoyed this story and telling me whatever city or country you're watching me from for me to give you a shout out on the next episode of Wonder Tales by Julian. Today's shout out goes all the way to Uganda, to Innocent. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. May God bless you.